The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set, logo.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. But we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a... of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Giants.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now Jones going to throw again. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Switch. Go. Hey, team 6.
Watch it divide. What's the run? They're running it. Mike 55. Army.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 13-yard line.
Check 99.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Go to 54. Let's go. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. We're going to 54.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 61, matchbox lights. Go. Ready.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
You ready?
You.
Topper! Shoot!
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Prescott to throw it. Caught by Cobb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Kill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Kill.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
47.
Double dog. That's the way. 47's the money.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. It's caught by Bryant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Prescott now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kill. 47.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down, it's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Right, 47.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Tate. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch
Go.
tight ends right. 3 down. 3 down. They're going to 88. They're going to 88. So Mike's number 1. Mike's number 1.
Rock it. Now.
Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you. Under crush.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. We'll
find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. Check.
Here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now they have a 1st down and more. But he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 64 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Check.
You draw Porter.
They'll go to Barkley again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Let's go. Do it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Watch his grab. Watch his slam. Shoot.
6-6. Pull it high.
Slam.
Ready, go. Snap.
Again, it's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3. Check 3. Slam.
Hey.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
line. 15 line.
Watch one. Watch one. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Check three. Check three.
Ready.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards on the ground. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, kill. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Come to one.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 27, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Giants take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, stand up.
Here we go.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Prescott now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Leo. Big grip.
Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Cowboys, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do?